Hello and welcome back to Love Advice TV. My name is Coach Adrian and I'm delighted to be able to do these videos for you. You fuel our fire. Thank you for subscribing to Love Advice TV. You give us the motivation to come out with a new video each and every day. The topic of this video also comes from a coaching session that I've had a few days ago with a young lady that is in Boston, Massachusetts, in the US. And her question to me was, why is my ex-boyfriend ignoring me? My ex-boyfriend is ignoring me and it drives me crazy. And what can I do to win him back? And it's a great question because I know that a lot of you out there are also wondering why your ex-boyfriend, or even your ex-girlfriend for that matter, why did they ignore you? And in the case of this lady, the ex-boyfriend was ignoring her because she had made a series of mistakes. And an ex usually feel compelled to ignore you when you've been too pushy, when you've been desperate, or when you've lowered your value so much that they don't even feel compelled to respond anymore. And that was the case for her. She just had done way too many mistakes. And so we needed to really start from rebuilding everything from the ground up. And in her case, I suggested that she do a 5-week radio silence based on the length of her relationship, the mistakes that had been done, and other elements of the plan that we put in place. But for each and every one of you, that timetable will be different. And I hope that you realize and understand this as you are sifting through our content and our material. You always have to adapt what you hear on our channel based on the realities of your day-to-day. In other cases, if you have not been needy and clingy and desperate and your ex is still ignoring you, it's probably because they either feel guilty for what they've done, or because, quite honestly, it's just a lot easier for them to ignore you in order to not deal with their own feelings and emotions. Men, in general, sometimes have a hard time expressing their emotions, even when they're the ones that are pulling away, even if they tell you that they aren't interested in dating you anymore and they ghost you. Many men do that because they don't know how to cope with certain emotions, or they don't know how to express them. And if that is the case, you also need to make sure that you don't engage with your ex-boyfriend in a way that forces them to revisit the mistakes, the pain, the drama of the relationship. It needs to be more carefree, lighthearted, without you putting yourself in a vulnerable place and without you playing the role of the pursuer, because men don't want to be pursued as well. But the most important thing is that you understand that just because an ex-boyfriend is ignoring you now does not mean that that they will ignore you forever, and it does not mean that your chances of winning them back is over forever as well. And because a lot of women and men reach out to me out of desperation, thinking, what the heck, this is it, that's what do I have to lose? And then they realize that they've been going about it the wrong way, that there is actually a lot that could have been done, despite the fact that they were being ignored. There is a lot of other elements that we can leverage, as long as you haven't pigeonholed yourself by making all sorts of mistakes along the way. And ultimately, you have to focus your time and attention and energy on the things that you can control. If you obsess over what your ex is not doing or the validation that they are not giving you, you're giving away your power and you're lower your chances of success as well in the process, because every day, every second is precious, and especially in this process. And you need to make sure that you maximize this time that you have, because it's time that you will never have back. And so I hope that if your ex-boyfriend is also ignoring you, or if your ex-girlfriend is ignoring you for that matter, that you're not going to let that affect your psyche and not let those negative emotions trigger negative actions on your end that will continue to push this person further and further away. As always, If you've enjoyed this video, please like it. Please leave your thoughts and comments in the comment section below. And I look forward to continue to do these videos with my colleagues, Natalie and Alex, each and every day, to continue to show you that we care, that we're here for you, and that you can do this, to give you that positivity and hope that you don't get anywhere else. So as always, keep fighting the good fight, and see you soon on Love Advice TV.